Welcome into the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. From Jacksboro to Kilgore, Eastland to Dalhart, Lampasas to Gilmer, Temple, Big Spring to Sweetwater, and many points in between. We celebrate the remarkable achievements of female high school athletes based on performances on and off the field and courts. From Class 6A to private schools, it's the Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Joining me now, the incomparable and pound for pound, one of the greatest athletes in the state of Texas, Randieunna Jeffery of Pittsburg and the Pirates, and the Class 4A winner of your Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. Well, Randy, a big congratulations. What did you think when you heard that you won this prestigious award?
Um, I was shocked actually because he told me it was out of all the 4A schools, and I don't know, like I know I'm talented, but I didn't know I was that talented, and I was just like, I don't know, very ecstatic that I got the award.
Well, you're such a humble girl and you have an unbelievable smile. It's contagious for all of us. You're starting to get so much attention. I know the recruiters are looking at you. What's the whole process been like when you've been such a good athlete in so many different sports?
Honestly, I never like took basketball serious. I just started taking it serious this year because I realized how much I love sports and how much I want to go to college for them. So when I started getting offers and stuff for track, I knew I could probably do it for basketball too. And with the encouragement of Coach Chatham, of course, I feel like I can do anything.
Well, I look at what you've been able to accomplish, and you really are a one-woman athletic department. It is remarkable. You're only a junior. You've already played 3 varsity seasons in volleyball, basketball, cross country, and you're doing it at the highest level. You started right away as a freshman. How have you been able to jump in right away and dominate?
My freshman year, I was pretty scared. It was a bunch of seniors, and I was like, it was only 2 freshmen on the team. And last year, I really got into the role because I became point guard after we lost our point guard. And I've just been getting more and more comfortable every season. And I feel like it's just my time.
Well, you look at this basketball team currently 16-0. Nobody can touch you, girls. You're averaging 26 points a game, and you are the point guard. That is a very difficult thing to do because you're trying to keep your teammates involved, and yet you're scoring as well while you're trying to distribute the basketball. How are you able to pull that off?
Really, I only do what's necessary. So, like, I love passing the ball. I love getting my teammates involved. But if I know we need to get the point, then I'll go get it for us.
Tell us about some of the stars on your basketball team and some of the girls you enjoy going to battle with.
The starters are usually me, Aubrey, Cameron, Vivian, and Era. And Era is a sophomore. She's been there for me. Like, she's one of my best friends. Bethany also plays, and she's one of my best friends. I love Aubrey so much. She's like one of my close friends, and we always, have fun together and enjoy time together. And Vivian, she's just somebody you could talk to whenever you need her. So, yeah.
With such a junior heavy team, are you sensing something special in these next couple of years?
Yes, sir. I feel like this year, next year is our time. We're gonna probably be number one. I feel like we can be number one in the district and make it to playoffs and probably even make it to the regional tournament.
Coaches talk about your tremendous work ethic and how you get there an hour before practice. You're always working. Sometimes you're in the gym by yourself. What motivates you and what gives you the drive to do that?
Really, I have a baby sister and I just want her to have somebody to look up to. And I want my family to know, even though they didn't do it, I can still do it. And I want any generation after me to know that anything is possible no matter what.
Well, I look at your situation and you have gone through a very tough situation in your life. Your father is in prison and your 2 coaches, Coach Peters and Coach Chatham, have basically been co-parents to you. Where would you be without those 2?
Honestly, my freshman year when I moved to Pittsburgh, everything was different. Mount Pleasant really wasn't it for me, but here I just feel like everybody cares and everybody's involved in every athlete's life, no matter what.
Talk about Coach Chatham and Coach Peters and what they've done for you.
Coach Chatham, he's been like a father to me because I don't have a dad, and he does everything he can for me, and he lets me know that I can do anything. And Coach Peter, she's always there no matter what, makes sure I'm good, and I just love them for that.
Yeah, and I know you're so loved at that school, and you probably feel that love, don't you, in that Pittsburgh community?
Yes, sir. They always know they're glad to have me.
What is it like being the big queen on campus walking around? Because you're such a humble person, but people, when they see you, they know you're going to be something.
I mean, it just feels normal. I feel like a regular person every day.
Coach Chatham talks about how, most people in your situation would go the other way. You haven't. You've been a straight A student. You have been a pillar in the community. You do so much stuff, in the community for others that are less fortunate than others in the community. And you've been such a great athlete as well. How have you been able to overcome all those circumstances despite the cards that you've been dealt?
Honestly, like I'm all about like showing people that they can do anything no matter what. And I just think that I gotta put myself first sometimes, and I gotta be successful no matter what I'm going through, because thinking about it and being devastated about the situation isn't gonna change anything. So when I like joined sports, it just changed everything for me, and it made me know like I can go somewhere with my life.
Is it almost like no excuses? Hey, I'm going to take care of this by myself.
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna let anything hold me back. I'm not gonna let anything push me back to where I started. I'm gonna keep going forward.
Well, it's very impressive what you've been able to pull off academically. You're going to be all state academically, your senior year, which they do for the whole 4 years of package. How have you been able to pull off straight A's with all the sports you play, and what drives you to be such a good student?
Honestly, it's hard. I'm every year. I love my teachers, so like everything's easier in the classroom. But keeping up with the work and the sports is pretty hard. But no excuses.
In track and field, you've been unbelievable. You've been a district champ, an area champ, a regional champ, some of the fastest open 400s we've ever seen in that school's history, and on the state level as well. You're also part of the 4x400. What do you enjoy about cross country and your teammates on that team?
I love my cross country team. That's actually my favorite season. Everybody just gets along, and it's always very fun. The practices are horrible, but the meets, and we always go to Dave and Buster's every year. And just spending time with my cross country team is my favorite thing to do. They're my favorite people.
How much has track helped your other sports? Because, if you're constantly working on the speed, it's got to translate on the basketball court for a point guard, right?
Yes, sir. On the court, I'm so much quicker than everyone else. I guess because I run cross country and I run track, it just makes me able to move faster. And everybody's always like, "How are we never tired?" And I'm trying to tell them year round we run. So
Well, you played 3 years of volleyball as well, and you've been first team all district on a team that only had 2 wins in the district. That's pretty impressive that you've been able to pull that off and help build that volleyball program back. How much have you enjoyed that part of your sports life that you've been doing?
I love volleyball. We play some pretty good teams in district, so our record wasn't that great, but we were a hardworking team and we always competed when we could.
Now, I hear you have some special other talents, like you can do hair and do the weave for all your friends and stuff. So tell me about the salon a la Randy, and what's that like? And do you do this stuff for free for your friends?
Yes, most of my friends, I do it for free. I do it for my family. I did my hair 2 days ago because I knew I had to do the interview and I wanted to look good. So
How,
yeah,
how do you think I would look with a weave? You think I can make that happen?
I think you should keep the hairstyle you have right now.
That's pretty impressive that you're able to do your own hair and look that good. How are do you have like mirrors all around you? How are you pulling that off?
The other day, I actually did it in my bathroom. It took me 2 hours.
That's great. Well, how much it's probably fun for you too, because you'll be practicing with your teammates. And you're like, yeah, I think I need to redo your hair. I mean, are you kind of telling people ideas of what you think will look good on them?
Yes, all the time. And I even try to get my friends to learn so I won't have to do it.
John Chatham's hair is really tight. I think you need to fluff that up a little bit, don't you think?
Yeah, he definitely needs to work.
Well, one of your other talents is you're a great artist. In fact, there is a clown on the wall behind you, which is actually one of your amazing drawings. and you are in Coach Chatham's office right now. So it gets a little strange on the ISD Zooms when they see that clown in the background. Tell me about that clown and what you like about being an artist.
I love drawing. It's just another way I can express myself. I learned how to draw when I was in about 8th grade and I joined art. I'm really good at drawing cartoon characters. I can draw some sketches and portraits of people. It just depends. I drew the clown last year around Halloween time, and my teacher let me get it because I told her I wanted to give it to Coach Chatham, and he hung it up ever since then.
Is it in honor of Coach Chatham, the clown?
No, I just wanted to give it to him as a gift.
Well, that's great stuff. Well, another amazing talent you have is you have a very good singing voice. We've heard about this in the TikTok videos, or as Coach says, the Tic-Tac videos. Is that true?
I actually can sing. No, I actually cannot sing. My teammates always tell me I'm horrible at it, but I sing for them anyways. Like, they get their own concert.
Well, Aubrey Chalmers and Gina Mackey are your backup singers, and we've seen some of these videos. They're fun. How much do you enjoy getting together with the girls and putting on a performance? And how do you come up with what you're going to sing and what you're going to do? Because there's a lot of preparation to this.
Yes, sir. We just look at the videos on TikTok and come up with ideas, and we'll just do them. We'll do them after practice, after a hard practice, before a game. It doesn't matter. It's just really fun to us. So we get that in whenever we can.
Is this all the craze in the Pittsburgh community?
Yes, sir.
Now, your nickname is Sweetie. What's that all about?
My grandma named me that when I was younger. She said I was really sweet. My mom calls me sweet and sour now. I don't know why, but that's what my new nickname is.
The only thing is you probably are a little sweet and sour on the basketball court, right? I mean, if the competition knew that you were called Sweetie, they would probably give you a hard time about that, right?
Yeah.
Well, this basketball team that you're on, 16-0, it's the best basketball we've seen at your school since Coach Peters was on that team back in 2013 that went all the way to the regional final. I'm sure she reminds you about that team all the time. Do you think that this team could surpass what she was able to do?
Yes, sir. I think we have a pretty good chance of making it pretty far. We know how to work as a team, and we know how to get the job done when it's necessary. We know when it's fun time and when it's game time. So, we always look forward to game days.
Well, you're only a junior, and I know recruiting is starting to ramp up big time for you because of all the multiple sports you play. What are your thoughts about going to college and playing sports, and have you narrowed it down which sport you would like to play?
Yes, sir. I love basketball and I love volleyball, but track really has my heart, and I really would like to go run track in college.
Do you see yourself as an Olympian one day?
I actually do. I look up to this one Olympian. Her name's Athene Moose. She used to run for Texas A&M, and I love watching her run.
Yeah, you think about Sha'Carri Richardson from Dallas Carter, FloJo. They had the amazing hair, the incredible nails. I mean, this really fits into your whole fashion thing, don't you think?
Yes, sir.
Well, when you come back years from now, and come back to the school after all your success, because we know you're going to be super successful in life, how do you want to be remembered as making a mark there at Pittsburgh?
I want to be remembered for being all about the team and being a very friendly, funny person, because I love to make people laugh and I love to make my teammates enjoy their time here, because I know this is one of the best moments of our life.
Well said, and congratulations on being the Class 4A Greater Texas Ford Dealers Female Athlete of the Month. A pleasure to talk to you. Continued success. We can't wait to follow your career.
Thank you.
Your Greater Texas Ford Dealers is so proud to recognize the hard work, dedication, perseverance, and passion of so many Texas high school female athletes who inspire us all. Here's this month's winners. And don't forget, you can see their interviews at Greater TX Ford for Greater Texas Ford Dealers. From Class 1A to 6A, plus private schools, we celebrate them all. Thanks so much for watching the Greater Texas Ford Dealers inaugural Female Athlete of the Month. See you next time.